cancel Flash Forward.
Hi kids, welcome to World Communion Sunday. What a special day that is in the life of our church. We celebrate communion here today in our sanctuary, but there are congregations and communities around the world sharing communion. Now communion, it's an important thing in our church. We only have two sacraments at IUCC, baptism and communion. Now, we might take that for granted, but I'm curious to know, what do you think communion's all about? What is communion? Talk to me.
I think that we celebrate communion because it's when Jesus told everybody that he was gonna die, and so he passed wine and bread. We celebrate communion to honor the Last Supper of Jesus and his friends because he knew something sad would happen to him.
Our church?
We eat the bread because Jesus said that the bread was his body, and then we eat the cranberry juice or the grape juice because when Jesus gave the wine to his friends and said that that's his blood, but obviously they can't actually give out wine. Well, we can't actually give out wine, so.
Okay.
That was some really, really thoughtful answers, and I appreciate it very much. You know, that was a special night, the night of the Last Supper, when Jesus had his friends and disciples gathered around him, and he was facing a really difficult choice. He shared this meal where they passed bread, they passed wine, and he said, "Do this in remembrance of me." And here we are, thousands of years later, still passing the bread, still passing the wine, or grape juice in our church. Doing that in some way, when we do that today, Jesus still lives on with us in our memory, in this act of love, in this act of sharing bread. His message, his ministry, his hope for the world, his commitment to the sick and the hungry and the poor, to each other, all grounded in love. Do you remember last week what kind of love? Agape love. And we're not alone. It's not just IUCC, but it's our country, and it's the countries around the world. What an amazing thing to share communion with our global community, with our world neighbors, with our brothers and sisters around the globe. Happy World Communion Sunday. Let's pass some bread.
Well, my favorite bread is sourdough, just because it has super strong flavors, and I've always liked just strong flavors. I don't have sourdough, but I do have carrot cake, and it's so delicious. My favorite bread is croissant. Would you like a piece? Happy World Communion Day! Hello, Toots. This is my favorite kind of bread. Let's take a bite. Pass the water. I don't want to eat that. I love quesadilla because it's so yummy. I bet garlic bread because I love garlic bread. I'm obsessed. Today I'm sharing waffles. I really like them and I think they're delicious. Also, with my family, this is what we ate as communion during the pandemic.
Happy World Communion Sunday. in this bread. Love abides, love abounds in me, with me, through you, in you, with you. Jesus is still with us. Amen. Dolly, you want to take communion too? Come here. Oh, Dolly, you going to take communion with me? Here's some communion. Oh, yes. That's a lot of love in this dog. A lot of love in this dog. Here she is. Blessing of the animals coming up soon. Keep it fresh. Keep it fresh, Dolly. Keep it fresh. Bye-bye.